lucky. The damage is not too serious.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? The baby. What?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this.
What happened?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can. We will defend Inazuma. You don't. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace of humanity's...
What? Look!
Not right now. But they'll be back. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saiga. I don't know how long we can hold out for.
Don't worry. I'm right here.
You're back. Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel...
Calm down. The war you...
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. There are no monsters, nor is there...
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with like...
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, we were right. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin down.
If I am not mistaken, the sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words...
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at the...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. But my friend, Kitsune Saiga, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it...
So, Inazuma was attacked at...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Yes. For the longest time, all my martial might was in vain. Though I... But, after my clash with human ambition, I thought long. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the century. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the loss, all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their... as Inazuma's god. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood, I will...
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
As expected, there are a load of rift hounds here too.
Leave them to me. Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! There is no escape!
Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd...
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some... I must be prepared for anything. If...
makes sense. Spoken like... The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey! The same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But after all, it's quite a mess up.
What should we do? Oh, yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They want... And now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have even let... Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where people flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on. But me, I have no such thoughts. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid... One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless one.
Perhaps you...
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty show. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth and... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, the almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't... One moment, I'll just... Where... I hope the others didn't smash it.
Can't see a Tisa anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests...
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you?
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a T-set?
After my eyes went bad, many aspects of daily life became... But now, it looks like I have to rely on you.
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most... Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
The hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
I shall protect the Lady of the Clan.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask...
I seldom had the time to drink tea. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was all... He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between... In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspiration. Now, it seems like she was right.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, an ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to...
That's,
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't... I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was...
do you feel you're starting?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now...
Almighty Shogun! I found a tea set. This one in particular.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I...
It's all good, sir. She's actually...
Let us return. We ought not keep Furi... How will the Sakoku decree affect that?
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought... I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me...
She died in that disaster too.
Yes. She went to Conria alone. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Oh, yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was fine.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond.
Yes. She had such a great love for the... I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in...
Brother? You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Kanria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, boy. Both of you have...
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us...
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again.
Hey!
Shine down! Illusion shattered! My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a... We'll deal with the monster. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite a...
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger...
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent in their willingness to grant their power to humans. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more. This hope is the light that will guide us out from...
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but...
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Don't worry, I got this. Teamwork is dreamwork! Witness the power of Guhua! Decided by destiny! Delve into destiny! Embrace the ice! Yeah! Take flight! Don't worry, I got this. Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Take flight! Shadows of fate! Sakura swirl!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City and regroup with the
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safe...
Well, what?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any...
Just leave it to us. But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power. No matter what kind of threat faces each...
Oh, thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word. With you leading us, we will...
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But the result being that in the centuries, you could take the view that whatever I say to them, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that he...
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think just like that samurai. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was, I still need to... Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have... As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be...
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new... No matter how long it takes, now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origin.
Alrighty then, let's move on. He looks calm on the outside, but Paimon, she seems to have... Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past.
help you.
Protection of the Electro Argon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom by the protection of the Electro Argon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Ăn đợi 1 giờ đâu, 12 giờ rồi.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Đâu rồi? Gần đâu? Gần đâu?
Protection of the Electro Argon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally. See that he stays safe.
Đấy, phía em.
Can I go catch up on my sleep?
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come?
This is a place I once. It looks.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto? Where are we I'm dizzy. Whoa. This place. Look, it's another A.
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait, Paimon knows that voice.
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your form, but have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or I'm here to show we are both warriors.
Wait.
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier, as she indicates, once but inside a realm of consciousness. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself. I would not try to change her. If it...
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable every action, determination, courage, only rule. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are... You wish to make your... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Shine down! This ends now. Insolent. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down. The eye sweeps the land. Inferior. Now you shall perish. The Kitsune sakura blossom that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Lightning, obey me! Illusion shattered! Thunder! This world, the fleeting shadow, transcend all constraints. Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Be gone! Insolent. Oh, there is no escape. Ha! Weak. Pathetic. Now you shall perish. Now hearing all returns to silence. Illusion shattered. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Shine. Inazuma shines eternal. Evasion is futile. Be gone. Weak. There is no escape. Pathetic. Be gone. Insolent. Inferior. The eye sweeps the lands. Euthymia crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears you're martial, but how long can your...
How the heck?
In this... She was built to resist erosion.
Then, does that mean...
Maybe. But if I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that... It is about time that I learn to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true, I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle, I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. During my absence.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. All right, up the mountain we go.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the impossibly stubborn. Jump straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such... So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of...
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose.
You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Protection of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so in other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial...
So, it's abstract, but
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right, everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, this is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much...
What? All right, well, I might stay here then.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big...
You... Parad's had it up to here with both of you!
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems... By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt... Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstracts. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko? better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
You have returned. How were you able to? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of over countless battles. Not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand for your firm commitment to enforcing the rule, you bring honor to the title of God. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. Energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate. Perish! You have endured. This is the... I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I... But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the... You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason... And whenever I think of this, I feel the blade that I inherited from Mako. I noticed it also. Just now in the... This power is beyond the limit. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power. When I clasped, it was at once a familiar feeling. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you. From this day forth, this body, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Hello, A. And greetings. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Arc... Makoto? I'm so happy. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin. A convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have it, but... You never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of... I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place... In my present form, I can no longer perceive time, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous... Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for... Here, take it. But it is you who must take them.
A seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future. Nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
Đâu biết quả là
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin...
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
Without the sacred sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No, but I understand why now. It was because the sacred sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to your... At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search, simply a step. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment it... The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for... You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
Howard,
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really, after all, you saw Makoto in there,
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw... I'll be fine. It brought a few things back. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Great minds think alike, I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
By the protection of the electro...
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all... For example, I can foresee the outside world...
Hey, you're thinking about this also, can't you?
On. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of... But now, I see that hers was a gaze...
If the people of the past deserved the god's attention...
Indeed. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryo... It's not only the monsters that I am worried about.
That's a tough one, all right.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Narukon, please. See that he stays safe.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Yaimiko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just...
What are you talking about?
Nothing. suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.